90 Day Fiancé cast members aren't the best decision makers, but there are a few who've made bizarre life choices, which they might actually regret. The 90DF franchise has introduced a range of spin-offs since 2014, as well as countless couples who try to defy all odds to stay together. It's sometimes the foolishness of one partner that could cause a couple to split. It often boils down to the bad choices that these 90 Day Fiancé cast members make. Some unashamedly brag about their odd decisions. Recently, it was a surgery that Jasmine Pineda spoke about on 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, which made headlines. However, Jasmine isn't the only one whose controversial judgment is getting attention. 10 Jasmine Pineda's Popuna surgery. Jasmine returned with a bang to 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 6. She shared TMI about her sex life with Gino Palazzolo, or lack thereof. Jasmine's first scene on the show was her asking her doctor to make her a virgin again, so Gino would be attracted to her perfect beauty. The controversial Jasmine thought she had to get her Popuna tightened, and her mindset was ridiculed by fans. They felt it was misogynistic and medically inaccurate. Jasmine explained that the procedure involved reconstruction of her hymen, and that it was very affordable. As per Jasmine, Gino enjoyed the results as much as she did. 9 Big Ed Brown's Mayo hair treatment. When Big Ed debuted on 90 Day Fiancé, the most controversial thing he'd done so far was to put mayonnaise in his hair. It was a part of Big Ed's strategy to look more youthful for his young Filipina girlfriend, Rosemary Vega. Since he met Rose, Big Ed's been dyeing his hair. However, the hair color ended up irritating his scalp. Big Ed found out that mayonnaise could help make his hair smoother and less dry. Rose, being 31 years old, and much younger than him, believed that Ed smelled like an egg salad sandwich. 8 David Murphey spent a fortune to get stood up. David's obsession with dating Ukrainian women took him to a website that functions as a concierge service. It helps to connect men with beautiful women from Ukraine. For the past 15 years or so, David only dated Ukrainian women. The website where David met Lana charged him by the minute. He had to pay to chat with her. David admitted to having spent over $250,000, maybe $300,000 or so, on Lana over 8 years. However, despite his expenditures, she failed to arrive when they were supposed to meet. He had to hire a private investigator to track her down. 7 Kris Foster dressed as a unicorn fairy. Kris from 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 4 couldn't make her marriage with Jamie Nogueira last. One issue was all the excuses Kris made to avoid staying in Colombia with Jamie. Kris collects weapons, and she's always armed. However, at the same time, she also collects onesies. In her introductory scene on Toe, Kris dressed up as a fairy, and despite her bad neck, which she claims requires a $100,000 surgery, jumped around in the onesie. She admitted she is 40 going on 20, and has a ton of onesies. Designs with unicorn motifs are her favorites. 6 Paul Staehle put his paternity test online. Paul accused his wife Corinne Staehle of cheating on him more than once. He was so confident about his claims that he asked online if he got a paternity test. Paul had the DNA test performed after his second baby boy, Ethan, was born. That test was performed to confirm whether Corinne had been pregnant with another man's baby. Paul may have wanted people to stop grilling him about the paternity of the infant. However, Paul actually spoke about charging fans $100 or more. If they paid, he planned to let them watch the live stream, where he was going to share the results. 5 Ellie Rose gave up her entire career for Victor McLean. Seattle's pizza queen Ellie was a part of the 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 3 cast. Ellie opened Central Pizza in 2013, with Eric Ellsworth and Steve Scalfati. The restaurant was known for its thin-crust Italian-American pizza. While she planned on moving to Providencia for good, Ellie gave up almost everything she had in Seattle, including her beloved pizza place, when she was moving. Eventually, Ellie returned to the US with Victor, and they got married. Ellie eventually had to shut down her business in January 2023, because of staff shortages and rising costs. 4. Daniele Gates did the same thing for Johann Geronimo. Daniele followed in Ellie's footsteps in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 4. Although Johann Geronimo wanted to move to the US for better job opportunities, Daniele tricked him into believing that he'd filed his spousal visa, and instead moved to the Dominican Republic. Daniele quit her job as a public high school history teacher. She planned to remain at her teaching job for one more year in order to receive $15,000 extra pension annually when she retired. However, Daniele declared, "An extra $15,000 a year when I'm 63 isn't gonna be that meaningful to me." 3. Molly Hopkins ditched her best friend. Molly used to be married to Luis Mendez in 90 Day Fiancé Season 5, but was better known for her friendship with Cynthia Decker. In fact, their bond got more press than her relationship with her now ex-husband. Molly and Cynthia also didn't go the distance. Molly and Cynthia were friends and business partners for over 15 years. But by the end of 2022, popular pillow talker Cynthia revealed she and Molly were no longer friends. Cynthia would not be coming back to Pillow Talk ever again. 2. Rebecca Parrott filtered herself heavily while courting Zied Hakimi. Rebecca met Zied on Facebook, and they had a 21-year age gap between them. Rebecca admitted that whenever she and Zied were preparing to video chat, she'd get dolled up. They often FaceTimed during their long-distance relationship. Rebecca had her hair and makeup done, and had bought a ring light specifically for video calls. She was worried about whether Zied would recognize her upon meeting her in person, because Rebecca was using filters to make herself look better in every picture she sent Zied. She even filtered herself during video calls. 1. Staehle asked fans if they wanted to watch her have sex with Paul. When Corinne and Paul were together in 2021, they were trying to make ends meet by creating sexual content for OnlyFans. In January 2021, a heavily pregnant Corinne had asked her followers if they'd pay to watch her having sex with Paul at that platform. Over 800 people had voted on Corinne's poll. Larissa Lima was fired from 90 Day Fiancé for rubbing her body with oil on Camsoda. However, Corinne and Paul were already rumored to have been asked to leave the franchise. They didn't seem concerned about the raunchy digital content that they were selling to earn money.